with a dad bod god. Just kind of like
the blood fighter Alex Cologne, and you.
Hey, this is Billy Starks.
Everybody, it's the epitome of style with the smile, the human hype machine, and co-host of Oh You Didn't Know, Ryan Katz. And
Well, this is your boy OG Kevin Gill from the legendary and revolutionary Game Changer Wrestling crew. You were watching Drinking at Moe's. Drink it. All right, everybody, welcome to Drinking Moe's, my 2 cents. Still drinking my spotted cow beer, but you know, I'm filming quite a few of these in one night, so I'm still on the same one. Anyways, brought up Tag Team Mount Rushmore. Last one went over my picks for all time. This time we're going to go over some current day choices. Current day Tag Team Mount Rushmore. Again, my opinion, if you think I left somebody out, you think somebody else should be in there, by all means, let me know. But as I said last time, when it comes to Mount Rushmore of anything, any sport, whatever, it's very subjective. One person's opinion might not be the same as others. But quit jabbering on, let's get on to the subject. First up, I don't think there's going to be much argument on this one. With the 2022 that these guys had, FTR. Like I said, amazing 2022. That feud, that trilogy with the Briscoes culminating just last month in that tongue twister double dog collar match. It was amazing. Any one of those 3 matches could have been match of the year, and I believe it was double dog collar match. Words are hard. That won the Fightful Awards for Tag Team Match of the Year. Very much deserved. These guys held Tag Team Gold pretty much everywhere they've gone, including holding this last year, holding the IWGP, Ring of Honor, and AAA Tag Team titles at the same time. They've also held the AEW Tag Team titles. They've held the WWE Tag Team titles, I believe, both Raw and SmackDown. I could be wrong. By all means, I am pretty damn exhausted, but anyways, it is what it is. For me, I'm loving the old school feel of the guys, the intensity that they show. Widely respected throughout the wrestling world, especially for how they are paying respects to the late Jay Briscoe. My hat's off to them, literally. And my heart goes out to those guys because the bond they shared throughout this last year, going through that trilogy of matches, is a bond that not even death can break. But my condolences to them. My condolences to Mark Briscoe, the rest of the Briscoe family. Obviously, I'm going with the ring names, but we'll just go on from there. Next up, this one I struggled with a little bit because I was about to put another tag team in here, but I went with them. The Usos, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos. Longest reigning tag title reign in WWE history. Recently, well, not all that long ago, beaten out the New Day, a team that I was almost about to put on this list. But they've had amazing Usos and New Day, amazing feud they had. Almost to the point where I was like, damn, are you going to put somebody else in there against them? Because it seemed like they had so many matches. But they had a damn good chemistry. And the success that they've had, it's hard to not put them up on this list. Next up, and you might notice a little bit of a theme with some of these. No, not all, but I think, well, all but one, really. That they've held tag titles pretty much everywhere. Everywhere they've gone. Multiple promotions, not just one. That being said, the next one on my tag team Mount Rushmore for current day, the Young Bucks. I'll admit, there's been times I haven't been too crazy about, but you can't argue with the success that they've had. These guys were arguably one of the most over tag teams out there, and they weren't even, like a few years ago, they weren't even part of WWE or Impact. I mean, at one point they were under a different name. But, Ring of Honor, all due respect. Big Ring of Honor fan. I currently subscribe to Honor Club. Ring of Honor didn't really have that big of a reach. You really had to go looking. Unless you lived out in that part of the country. More East Coast, but you can't argue with the legacy of Ring of Honor. Anyways, they've held tag titles in Ring of Honor, New Japan, AEW, PWG, as far as I'm aware. Like, literally anywhere they've gone, they've held gold. Hard to not argue with stuff that they've had. You have notable feuds with the Briscoes, the Lucha Brothers, FTR. I could list a few more, but I'd probably need to have a longer video. I don't want to do that right now. But like I said, the somewhat of a theme going, the holding of tag titles in multiple promotions all over, loads of success, first ballot future Hall of Famers. I don't think there's any arguing that at all. Next up, last but not least, Motor City Machine Guns. Again, held tag titles all over the place. They've been in Ring of Honor, Impact, New Japan, Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, PWG. One of the most influential tag teams of the present day. Loads of success they've had. Notable feuds with various iterations of the Bullet Club. All the people Bullet Club have had in. We could do a Mount Rushmore of wrestling fashion. Bullet Club would definitely be on there. But, they've also had feuds with the Kingdom, with the Young Bucks. So it's hard to not put these guys on a top list of tag teams, even if we were going further than the Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore only having so many faces up on that mountain. So, last but not least, we're going to go with honorable mentions. Ones that very well could have been on here, maybe on some of your lists for current tag team Mount Rushmore. The New Day. New Day? hard to argue with their success. They're still going. They're current NXT tag champs. They've literally held every tag title in WWE. Viking Raiders, aka War Machine, held titles in Ring of Honor, New Japan. They've even held them in WWE. So, hard to argue there. The Lucha Brothers, again, hard to argue with their success. And the Kingdom, the various members they've had, most notably right now, Matt Taven and Mike Bennett. Anyways, that is about all I have for current day tag team Mount Rushmore. By all means, leave comments if you believe I need to put somebody else in there. Again, my opinion. So, in the end, anyways, got a lot of good stuff coming the next really month or two. So stay tuned to the YouTube channel. Stay tuned to the podcast platforms. Spotify, Anchor, Apple, all that good shit. Thank you to Reaper Apparel as always. Have a good week. Let's fucking go.
All right, everybody. Want to thank the sponsor today, Reaper Apparel. Want to encourage everybody to break out of the comfort zone, live their best self, which I very much support. They got great apparel, hats, shirts, beanies, hoodies, all that good shit. Be sure when you go on to reaperapparel.com, use the code DRINKIN for 10% off your order. Let's fucking go.